feels and rides like it was part of you, with a look about it that reaches into tomorrow, then Firebird is your car. Because the wide track people have a way with cars, your way. And Firebird Esprit was built for you by Pontiac, of course.
Hey everyone, Ian here at Manershed Media. Happy New Year to everybody. I'm not sure when this video is going out, but we found Scott. If you remember the videos in December, I was all alone in the ABT here classroom or shop at SAS Polytech, and I didn't have Scott. It felt very odd that I was doing a video without him. So thanks for coming back, Scott. I appreciate it.
Thanks for having me back.
Oh, definitely. Just the way the scheduling worked out, we couldn't piece it together, but we're back. January. Students have been working feverishly on this Firebird. Scott's going to walk us through what they've got done, what's coming up, and again, as we come back into the ABT side of things here. So it's thanks for letting us be here and take the videos, and lots of people, they get an idea what these restorations take. So anyway, so Firebird, ready?
Yes, I am.
Do it.
Thanks, Ian.
Okay, Scott, what do we got?
Okay, well, as I say with every one of them, progress. But no, it's actually all pretty good.
Yeah.
So the students, where they're at right now, they just finished their first semester.
Yep.
And so they've done basic projects, they've done welding, they've done door alignments and so on.
Mm-hmm.
And they had about 2 weeks to really dive into this one. So they've been doing welding of patches, dent repair, and so on.
Gotcha.
We had all the front sheet metal fitted.
Okay.
And we had one fender that was not matching the hood at all, so we had to do some fancy porter powering. It was a great learning demo. We've got this the formula hood, and it needed a bunch of work. A lot of the corners were broken, chipped away.
Okay.
Actually, all four corners. And we had a couple of the fins in the cowling vent. Lucky for us, the instructor, he spent most of his time at a big truck shop here in the city.
Oh, so
this SMC, and that was right up his alley. So it was really good in that respect.
Okay, so that's not a steel hood.
No, this is all SMC. So,
and because I don't know what that means, SMC is what?
SMC is sheet molded compound.
Oh, okay.
And sheet molded compound is like fiberglass,
but not.
But not.
Okay.
SMC is smooth on the inside.
Yep. Okay.
Fiberglass is rough on the inside.
Yeah, for sure.
That's a plain way of doing it.
Yep.
And yes, fiberglass has more hand-laid matting and layers of resin and so on, where this is done more with rollers and machines.
So the nose cone is also SMC.
No, the nose cone is like a polyurethane.
Oh, because of crash testing.
It's all special. These things are actually pretty heavy.
Okay.
So we haven't done anything with that yet.
Yeah, no, I was just curious if it was the same.
No, it's not the same.
Okay.
I guess the key to remember is you can fix fiberglass with SMC repair materials, but you can't fix SMC with fiberglass repair materials.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Anyways, that's
understood.
But anyways,
yeah,
we had 3 or 4 paint jobs in this, so this all had to get sanded. We just couldn't put a grinder to it and strip it because it's plastic.
Right.
So we had 2 students on here for a couple days of just sanding.
Man.
Hats off to them. But they are going to have going to get the paint the best part of the car, the part that the customer always sees.
Of course.
So,
absolutely.
Hood's done.
Yeah.
Cars all been blasted. The fenders are all fixed.
Yep.
And they're upstairs in storage because the students are getting into painting right now.
Okay.
So whatever they have bodywork,
we're
going to be painting.
Awesome.
So doors we haven't done anything with. We did align them. We made sure that they were good. The hinges are good, because when you're doing any type of restoration, in my world, it's always doors first, get them aligned, and this now becomes your fixed panel. To align the quarter panels to, and to align fenders ahead.
Yep.
So
that's cool.
Somebody else might do it differently.
Yeah.
That's the way I was taught to do it, and it hasn't failed me yet.
That makes sense.
So
these big doors, and I think to the G bodies, Cutlasses and Monte Carlo SSs and stuff, do these have like pins and bushing problems just the same for such a big door?
Oh yeah. And you know what? When they're all built and they're fully aligned, they close like a Chevy Cruze does today. So,
I-
and don't knock
Yeah.
all new cars. I can pick any
Yeah.
new cars, just the first one that came to mind. I don't know why, but anyways, these
Cool.
doors do close
Good.
just as nice. And if all the weather stripping and everything is all
Right.
done,
Yeah.
it does seal.
Nice.
So, anyway, so
Yeah.
the doors we haven't done anything with.
Okay.
And we're still thinking just block it, paint it.
Uh-huh.
But these won't be done till we do the whole car.
Understood.
Notice something different about the roof?
Yeah, the T-tops are gone again.
The T-tops are gone.
Yeah.
So this was a used roof. We've got most of it fixed, and we have it ready to section in. And no, this is not the fit.
I don't know if that molding's going to work, but you never know.
Oh, just a little extra urethane in there. That'll fix it good. No, we just have it set in there right now.
Yeah, of course.
But everything's all been measured out, ready to section it in. And actually, there's only one piece of metal to section. Everything else is as per the panels go to the end.
Gotcha.
There's only one piece that's getting sectioned.
Okay, cool.
This actually makes it quite exciting because every time I've done these cars, the roof is always on the car.
Yeah.
And when you're putting a quarter panel in, you always have to put it underneath
Mhm.
and then in between. And this time we just get to lay it on and then put the roof on and so on. So I'm actually quite excited for that. Don't get to do that often.
No, that's good.
And if you're wondering, because this roof is just sitting on here, what's holding the car is that we have this on our jig system.
Right, yeah, it's on.
So everything is supported from underneath.
Gotcha.
And part of the whole process, we got the students to draw diagrams, make measurements, everything. So it's, there's a lot of late model learning, or today's learning, by teaching it on the old car. So
it's awesome.
And they got to make it all fit. So floor in this thing came back from sandblasters, really good shape. Only a couple little patches, one way in the back here, and then one up in the front. The owner has convinced us that we mini tub this car, and we mentioned that in the last video.
Right. Yes.
So to do that, the inner tub is part of this whole inner quarter, so that gets cut out.
Yeah.
And then we've cut out about 2 inches or so. Yeah. And this comes with the kit, and this is actually all flat bar.
Mm-hmm.
And you have to form it and shape it to what the cut is, and there's templates and everything for it.
Okay.
It's a bit of extra work, but we did it, and students have got this almost
good,
all welded in.
Mm-hmm.
We got a little bit more sandblasting to do on the rockers and so on,
Mm-hmm.
but we're at the point, this part here is almost all ready to start putting tubs and quarters on.
Awesome.
Before we do that,
Right.
we got our new floor pan.
Yep.
And we also had to cut that out. So you can see we've got the template on there with the tape.
Yep.
Cut that out. That's ready to go in. We've already had the rails sandblasted inside.
Gotcha.
They were really nice shape.
Mm-hmm.
The nice thing about it is we're going to be able to squeeze type weld all the way through here.
Okay.
But on the very front of the floor pan, we're going to have to plug it.
Right.
There's a brace. There's a brace underneath here that blocks.
Oh, that you can't get access to it. Yeah.
So we still have to do a series of plugs.
You gotta do what you
But
gotta do,
we, minus the plugs plug welding along the very front, we're going to be able to squeeze type the whole back end in. So we are actually really, really close to making this thing look like a car again.
Coming back together now.
So that's kind of where we're at. We have to, and again, I am not going to say anything bad about the guy who worked on this car previously. He had quarter panels butt welded on. They were done nicely. Just that we're doing the tubs and everything else. And the guy just wanted it more OE.
Gotcha.
And, we had some smaller braces and that put in. And again, when you're on your back and welding overhead,
of course,
you don't have the luxury of what we have set up here. We got the students to just redo them all. And just make it a little bit better.
Just clean it up.
So those are the rear frame braces back here. But the car is actually really, really close to start looking like a whole car.
That'd be cool. It's what's that? It's on Batman. You can't make an omelet without scrambling a few eggs, right? It's you got to get it down to the bare, and then the rebuild. Well, that duster. I mean, anybody watching the channel, I mean, the Duster was the epitome of a jigsaw puzzle, literally. This one is much different build, but still, you got to take it right back down and build it back up, which is super cool. Awesome. Okay, well,
and one other thing, we got a color change.
Oh, what's
it's no longer white anymore.
True. What is it?
It's gonna go code 43 green, 1972 metallic green.
Green.
Yep.
Well, that'll be nice.
We just said we talked to the customer, and he wanted white, and we respect that.
Of course, yep.
And we said, well, but white, you need something. You need some stripes. You need What color is the interior? Well, the interior is going to go black. Okay.
Yeah.
And he said, but you think white? He was kind of on the fence. So we started looking at all the books, and he went on the internet and he's come back green.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Code 43 green. We're getting that updated into waterborne.
Right. Yes.
And this is going to go green with a black interior.
Awesome. Well, it'll be cool. And then LS.
Oh yes. So LS and a 5-speed.
Yeah, it's going to be wicked. Cool. Okay, well, like always, Scott, thanks for letting us in here and showing us what you got going on, and we'll keep the videos updating as the students get cracking on it. One quick thing I want to shout out, Randy Johnson. If anybody's following on Facebook, Instagram, so Randy's printed these stickers off or decals off for us now. So any vehicle, if the owner wants, we'll get a sticker featured on our YouTube channel. So yeah, anyway, it's pretty awesome. Everybody is chipping in to help grow this channel, and again, we just appreciate everybody being out there and with us on this journey. So yeah, we just broke 2,500 subscribers on just before New Year's, day before New Year's. So the 31st, we broke 2,500 subscribers. So again, thank you very much, and we'll catch you all down the line. Bye for now.